Morning. Happy Thursday. So I got the date wrong yesterday. It was the 10th. And I should have known that because I have a doctor's appointment this morning. It's a telemedicine doctor appointment with the rheumatologist. So I'm on my way to work, prison job. And I hope all of you fared okay through the storm. I know some of you do lived in the direct path, or still live in the Lord, Vicky, that just didn't come out right. I know many of you live in the direct path of the storm, and I still don't think it's coming out right. But I hope you made it through safe. And you know, the only thing that maybe happened was power outage, and that they'll get that on as quickly as possible. And hopefully there wasn't much flooding, except I know there's flooding there along, where it normally floods. And of course I was watching Reed Timmer, and he always goes to where the dirty side of the eye is, which is supposedly the worst side. So he was in Venice most of the time, and then at the end of the stream he went through Tampa, and he's in his little Subaru, his newest Subaru. He's had a few. The first one he had, I think, was the one that lasts the longest. But anyway, he went to Tampa and was I think they finally found a room somewhere that they were going to where they didn't have to sleep in the car. And there was a couple times that I was a little scared for him, but Reed knows what he's doing. There's always that exception where something can happen that you don't expect, but I feel certain that Reed, he knows what he's doing, and he knows when it's time to get out. Now he I think kind of tests it every now and then. But anyway, and I watched, I didn't watch it, Max or Ryan Hall much, because I want to see the chasers. I want to be in the action. So I watched Vince somewhat, but he was at the Airbnb trying to keep the cameras online for Radar Omega. And I did look at the cameras some. I did watch Doug in Northport this morning. Now, he's not a real storm chaser. He just does it for, fun or whatever you want to call it. He, was out in Northport and Port Charlotte when he said he wasn't supposed to be. Of course, he's, he says he's the special media, so he can be out there. And he went to where the storm surge was coming in, and he come back. Now, I did post some video from Bradenton on my community page, and it looked like they got hit pretty hard. I think it moved fairly quick, which helped, but the story of the day for me was all the tornadoes. I never seen tornadoes like that in Florida. And normally, from a normal storm, and it's maybe tied to that because there was so much dry air around. I told Reed in a comment, I said, I look forward to your breakdown scientifically of why there was so many large tornadoes, because we're not talking about normally little EF zeros and ones touching down before or after a storm has come on. We were seeing possibly, I think one of them might have been a 4. I mean, just by looking. And we normally don't ever see those in Florida. So I want to hear the scientific reasoning behind that. Of course, everybody has their conspiracy theories. I am a conspiracy theorist, but I also know there's a time when you got to just try not to go to that place where you're thinking somebody human is behind it, and just say, no, this just happened. This is just a rare occurrence. It's probably happened before. It was just never in our time. And that's what I try to tell myself, because even if there is a human behind any of this, I don't want to know that human. I mean, I really and truly don't want to know that human that could be that evil. You know, we're not talking about somebody who sits on here on camera and talks about people and their grift or their possible scamming. We're talking, I mean, and I know a sin is a sin, but we're talking really evil. If someone is behind playing with nature. And as I said before, I don't know that that's going on. And, you know, I just hope and pray that's not what's going on. And this is just a time, this is just a storm in time that will go down in the history books as far as tornadoes is concerned. So that's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not going to make this very long today. And I hope all of you have a wonderful day. And I hope those of you that don't have power, I don't know if you could be watching this or not today, but whenever you watch it, I hope I really hope and pray. And I did a lot of praying last night and this morning. I hope that you're all okay, and, you know, whatever, if there's any damage, that it won't be that much to fix. So I gotta go. Y'all have a great day. Love you. Bye.